Hi guys. For this video I'm going to talk about something that came up in my questions that I did the other day on Instagram, I think it was. I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'll insert something. But yeah, it was something completely random that I was talking about. I think it was to do with my niece and how I jokingly said that, because she sort of was talking to me in a little 3-year-old gibberish, and she said that she wanted tattoos, and I jokingly said no, never. You're not getting any. I will not allow it. And I was obviously partly joking because like I have tattoos and stuff, but like there is a part of me that's like I don't want her to get tattoos because I just wanted to stay like my little squishy angelic, niece forever. Um, and even though I am covered in tattoos, I do regret having them most days at the moment. It's just like a weird phase that you go through. Yeah, and for some reason someone decided to comment on it or send me a question about it, saying like, why don't you want your niece to have them when you're covered in them? But then the end of it was the part that I was just like, what? They said, considering you're covered in tattoos and you only date guys with tattoos. A, how is that relevant to the fact that like I said I didn't want my niece to get tattoos when she's older? How is that relevant? Secondly, what? That's just so wrong. It's insane. Because, like, I think most of it is the fact that you've made an assumption that because I have tattoos, therefore I'm only going to date guys with tattoos. I think that's mainly what it is, because I haven't really posted any pictures of me with my exes. I think there's only one ex on my Instagram, I think, that I can think of off the top of my head, because I don't really post that kind of stuff. And I didn't delete them when we broke up. Well, we stopped seeing each other, whatever. Because I just don't see a point in that, you know. And yeah, okay, he's got a couple of tattoos, but like that isn't enough of an indication to tell you that I only date guys with tattoos. But the other issue is the fact that you think that or that there's the type, well, maybe there is, I don't know, the type of people in the world. I'm definitely not one of them that's going to sit there and be like, oh yeah, he's a nice guy, but like, he doesn't have any tattoos, so I can't date him. Who says that? Who thinks like that? I definitely don't. Most of, like, obviously out of the 5 of my ex-boyfriends that I've ever had, or partners, I guess, because one of them wasn't technically a boyfriend, like, I think 2 of them out of 5 had tattoos. The rest didn't, and that doesn't bother me. It's not even. It's like it's just bizarre to me that people think that that's like a requirement. Like, oh yeah, I can't possibly date someone that doesn't have the same aesthetic as me or something like that. It's just ridiculous. It's like, no, you can be further from the truth. Like, if anything, I like guys that don't have tattoos, because to me, it just means that they're comfortable enough in their own skin that they don't feel like they need to change it. And I think that's a confidence thing, and I like that. Personally, that's how I feel about it. I could be wrong, Sometimes people with a lot of confidence in themselves get tattoos because it gives them an excuse to show themselves off a bit more, But generally speaking, for me anyway, the main reason why I got some of my tattoos was because I was just generally unhappy with a blank canvas. I was just unhappy with me in general, and I was like, why not decorate it, spruce it up a little bit, make me maybe like it a bit more. Now, obviously, like I said at the beginning, like I do regret it a little bit, some of them. They all mean something to me. It's not like I've just gone, that one. I think I've done that once, maybe. And I can't think. No, I haven't ever done that. I haven't ever done that. All my tattoos mean something, even if they are like generic ones that other people might have, like my diamond, or my girly skulls that I have on my feet. Other people probably have them, but they actually mean something to me. Like, they have a meaning behind them. It's not like I just was like, oh, they're cool, I'll just have that. I've never been one to do that. And I do love them. It's a love-hate thing, because like I love them because they mean something to me and they all say something that I wanted to say, but at the same time, like, sometimes I'm like, I wish that wasn't there. So it's kind of a catch-22 with it. I don't know if everyone feels that way when they get tattoos, but I certainly do. And some of them are just really awful. And I wish, well, I will get them covered up one day. But then I'll have more tattoos, so I don't know. But yeah, to think that, I don't know, it's just a bizarre thing to think that it's one of those stereotypes that I seem to be put into a lot, which is either that I'm, you know, I hate saying it, but I get classed as it a lot. I'm on lists and all sorts. The big titty goth girl, fucking stupid stereotype, where it's like, I must have like daddy issues and I must like older men. Doesn't matter what you look like or what you're into, like I'll just like you anyway. It's like because you're older than me. It's like no. I actually prefer dating guys that are younger than me because I don't really act my age all the time, if that makes sense. Like I've hit level 30, I don't want to most of my exes were older than me. Not all of them, but most of them, and we just didn't gel as well as some of the younger ones. Do you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like I think mid to late 20s, early 30s is a good place for me to date purely because of like their mindset and like what they're thinking and you usually know who you are by that age. But like I don't sit there and go, yeah, you're great, but like you don't have tattoos. I don't understand it. And the other category that I always get put into is, the fact that I only date guys with tattoos, and that's just a bit bizarre. It's like, oh, you must only like guys that look like, a goth guy or whatever. What else do I get pigeonholed as? Emo, goth. There was another one, I can't think what it is. I think I've outgrown all of those kind of things. Like, do I still class as something like that? I don't think so. I've never really fit into any of them, really. Have I? Because, like, I know rules about these things. There's always gatekeepers. I'm sure they're around somewhere that would be like, she's not a goth, or she's not an emo, she's not this. So whatever, I clearly don't fit into those categories, so why am I shoved into them all the time? I don't know. But the fact that, like, people believe that that's a thing, I mean, it might be. Maybe there's people out there that are shallow enough to be like, yeah, he's a nice guy, but he doesn't have tattoos, so I couldn't possibly date him. Or vice versa, if it's a guy with a girl or whatever your preference is. None of my business, don't care. Um, but yeah, it's definitely not me. I like nice guys if they're nice and they don't have the same style as me. I mean, they can not have the same style as me, but as long as they like some of the stuff that I like, you've got enough in common to like do stuff together and have fun. Like that's the most important thing. It doesn't really matter about anything else. It just so happens that most of the people that like the stuff that I like generally dress similarly to me. Well, I mean, not similarly to me because I have no fashion sense. I just wear what I want to wear, even if it doesn't go. But I just couldn't get my head around that as a comment and as a generalization of me. I was like, did I ever give off that impression? Ever? Like what? I'm trying to think of like the two main crushes that I've ever had. I don't even think they have tattoos. Like celebrity crushes. I don't think they have tattoos. Oh my! I think Evan Peters has got like two. He's got mum written on his arm, and I think he's got like a silly one on his hand that they have to cover up whenever he gets roles and things. But like, he's not covered in tattoos. Do you know what I mean? And I'd forgotten they even had those. It's just not a thing. It's not a thing to sit there and be like, oh, but you don't have tattoos, so clearly we're not meant to be. What? No. Some of my friends don't have tattoos. Like I said, most of my exes don't have tattoos. It's not really. I just don't understand that mentality of it. Sorry. So I thought I'd comment about it and just let everybody know that that's not me. I'm not that shallow. As most people know, I really struggle in that area because I have to know someone quite well and click with them. And it's a really specific click, and I cannot explain it. For me to find them romantically interesting, I can't explain it. I just know it when I feel it. But they never look alike. They never dress alike. They never are alike. Like, no. I don't think I have a type in that sense. I really don't. But yeah. Anyway, let me know if you guys have ever come across something like that, because I just thought it was just such a bizarre thing. Am I weird for thinking it's a bizarre thing? Should I think that way? I really don't think I should. I mean, it's fine if you do. I'm not judging you, but that's you. That's not me. Don't judge me and put me in the same box, because it's just not me. Yeah. So yeah, if you like the video, like it. Let me know if you guys have come across anything like that. If you think I'm wrong, then that's fine. I mean, that's your opinion. I'm just giving you mine, because it's my channel. I'm allowed to do that. Yeah, and I will see you guys in the next video. That will probably be a little bit less random than this question that I got asked. Hopefully. I mean, I can't make any promises. Okay, bye!